That's a bear. Is that a bear? It's a baby bear. Oh, it's not a baby bear. It's a wolf. It's a wolf. Abort! It's a wolf. Hello and welcome to Zen Plays Games Badly. Yes, we are running late. That is because tech issues, basically. One of the downsides of stream. I've just noticed I've left a ball in shot. Let's just move that. One of the downsides of having a real job is that you can't always make sure everything's set up and ready in time. But hopefully, with a bit of luck, we will be ready to go in about a minute. But those are Microsoft minutes. But that's not too much of a hassle. Our server is up and running. Elusive Elf has just been pinging me on Discord, so let's go and find out what they wanted. They haven't responded. Let's just send them a quick message. We are basically counting down while we wait for Ark to decide that actually today it does want to play. It downloaded about 800 meg of stuff and then decided that actually that was going to be a patch that has taken nearly 17 minutes to install. So for those of you that are watching my stream, welcome. If you are seeing any issues with the stream, please do let me know. I've spent the week doing some upgrading. I've got some new logos and that kind of stuff. So it might be a bit jumpy because I've also kind of upped the frame rate, which is always a worrying thing to actually do. But you know, we'll find out if that works, I guess. I've got a new tablet in the vague hope that it will actually be allow me to actually keep track of the chat. But what I haven't done is turn off the screen thing that it does. Let's see whether or not we can actually launch the game now. It says ready to launch. Launch game as soon as it's ready. Okay, so what are you doing? Ark, why must you do us like this? Why must you do us like this? Oh, right, play. Launch it without Battle Eye because nobody wants Battle Eye. Nobody. Alright, so my tablet is not going to sit there and stay on. That's going to be slightly frustrating. But we can, we'll have a play, see if we can fix that. Never do two things at once on streams, and never. Do you want to switch to tablet mode? Yes. Let's see whether or not that will stay on. So it claims that it's launching. But how's everybody else's week been? Has it been a good week? Has it been the kind of week that, while the weather has been a bit changeable, it's definitely less warm than it was last week. I am less melty than I was. Sorting out a few bits, then seeing if I can join you. Woot! Welcome. So Elusive Elf, with a bit of luck, will be along. However long it takes them to sort out whatever those few bits it is that they are talking about. So until then, while we wait for the processing of Vulkan shaders, one of the other things that did happen is I've managed to fill my terabyte hard drive. I know, right? How do you fill a terabyte hard drive? With junk is actually the answer. A whole bunch of stuff that I kind of did that whole, woo, I have lots of space, let's just install everything. And most of it, of course, I I've not even touched. So the shortest route to free up space was just to delete all of the stuff that was taking up space. And I've got about 37 gig free. 55 gig free now that it's actually deleted all of the extra stuff that Arc needed to install. But which is enough to be getting on by. But hopefully we can improve that. Now looking at my stats on my stream, we do at least appear to be getting a relatively good KBS. It claims it's doing it at 48 frames per second, but at the moment it's only me, and that was never the problem. The problem was in game. Whenever I did a lot of moving, you kind of got this really weird screen tearing thing that was happening on stream. So we'll see if this fixes it. It might not. I can just hear the dulcet tones of Destroyer of Worlds just waking up there. They're meant to be in bed, of course. Are they? No. But that's kind of the problem when you've got a small person, is that they have this unerring ability to not want to sleep just when you absolutely want them to. I'm going to take my camera up a little. There we are. See the top of my hat. No point wearing a top hat if people can't see the top of your top hat. No? How's that? Looks a bit better. So our plan. Now, if you can remember at the end of last week, and I know it's a long way ago, at the end of last week, or at least the last stream, we went off and we got a whole bunch of metal. And the first step is to use that metal to basically upgrade a whole bunch of our tools. We're going to need some metal pikes. We're going to need to make sure we've all got crossbows, that kind of thing. We were also, right at the very end, attacked by a Carnotaur. Now, a single Carnotaur at the moment, not a problem. You might want to think about maybe putting up fences. Which will then ask the question, do we want to stay where we are? Do we want to head back? For those who are just joining the stream or catching up on this on YouTube, we in our first couple of streams, we were attacked by a Spinosaur that basically owned us. It took everything that we had and ate it. So we've had to rebuild from there. Now, we are playing on a PvE server, which is just us. The idea of trying to do all this and to actually fight against other people just seemed like a bit much, really. So this is not playing as I was hoping. So let's just see if I can adjust this so I can at least watch the chat. One of the biggest problems that a streamer has is needing more screens. I've got 2, and that's still not enough. So hopefully this will give me 3. Is the hope. Hopefully that'll stay there without doing too much damage to the joints. I'm quite surprised at how long these Vulkan shaders. That's where we are. We're sat at the bit where it says processing Vulkan shaders. And it still hasn't got there. I don't even know what it's doing. It's taking up all of my CPU and doing this processing lark. And I just want to be playing chasing dinosaurs. Really, that's what I want to be doing. But let's just make sure that we've actually got our server window open, so that we can connect pretty much the moment Arc shows us the main screen, and then we will be away. Come on, machine, you're grinding away somewhere. So network's fine. Not doing anything on the disk. Have you stopped? If you've crashed, I am going to be very unimpressed. If I've been sat here waiting for this to finish and actually it's crashed. Let's see what happens if I hit skip. I've just noticed that I haven't actually got my subtitles on because I pressed the wrong button. So let's see if that fixes that. You should get some subtitles now. Did I have the subtitles back onto this? Yeah, subtitles over there. So let's see whether or not that actually comes back. No. Oh, but we've got Arc. So that's something. So give me a moment. Let's just turn that. Yeah, I turned them off. Not very helpful, is it? So let's that one. Let's get Ark up and running, so you can actually see that we are there. There we are. There's Ark for you running in the top hand corner, and let's just kick that off. We are going to need a password. Had that moment where I think I might have forgotten the password. Did I get it right? I don't know. Problem is that it kind of just sort of freezes. So you kind of have to wait to see whether or not it changes. And that will be whether or not you got the password right. There's no, password incorrect job. It's a very odd system when you are running it on your own server. But on the grounds that we're seeing sort of a disk activity, I'm kind of hoping that what it's doing is loading in the background. But who knows? Who knows? Ark can be a law unto itself sometimes. Could be anything. Let's have a look. So we're not getting a response from these menus in the top left hand, the join us, host local, that kind of stuff, which is normally a pretty good sign that Ark is loading. There we go. There we go. Heading off to the island. So I'm just gonna bring us into the main game. There we are. And we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. So please do be mindful. Tell me whether or not you're seeing screen problems, that kind of stuff. Just gonna close Facebook and Twitter and that kind of stuff because it really does take far more of my CPU than it has any right to do. And with a bit of luck, we should be here. On the plus side, it does mean that I will actually be checking the screen on the grounds that this keeps turning off. But we are in. That confused looking gentleman there is Elusive Elf, who is apparently sleeping while stood up. This is the forge. It should... Oh. I can play this game. Busy. Actually, it's finished. It's burnt all the metal that we need. So we've got 82 metal. And one of the reasons that you put your bench as close as possible is so that you can actually just move stuff. All right. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can make, which requires weapon, primitive, melee, sword. You must learn this engram. All right. We actually have that. Thank you. I prefer this view because it allows you to sort of scroll through and see what you need. So these engrams here are the ones that we have the resources for. I'm going to make one. These are the sort of replacement spears. That's two. It might be worth, actually, with all of this metal, to contemplate actually upgrading our basic weaponry. Not our basic weaponry, our basic sort of holdout of axes and what are they? Pickaxes. So that we can actually do a bit more collection. The better the better the thing that you use, the more likely it will of producing the resource that you want. So they are metal pick, metal hatchet. Replace our venerable. So now, if I remember, Elusive has a metal pick. What are we out of? We are out of hide. Let's see, is there any in here? Yes, 129. So we can put... Hey, Siege! Welcome to the channel! welcome, welcome. Hope you have had a good evening. How are you doing, my beautiful friends? We're just in that sort of setting up section of the stream. Now, I'm just going to make another one of those for Elusive, if they actually do manage to join us. So we can now hide that. So that can go there. That can go there. And then that can go there. Those spears can go there. We probably don't need the hitty stick. We can probably retire that. Always going to keep it in the inventory for now. I'm going to keep those in my inventory. I'm one of those people that likes to hoard stuff in the inventory, so we shall see. We shall see. What was that noise? Do I need all that stone? Probably not. Doing some drawing. I hope it's some fun drawing. And of course, if you do actually want to advertise your drawing, Siege, feel absolutely free to pop your DeviantArt link. What date? Well, we are probably tonight, Matthew, going off in search of some bigger dinosaurs. Put that there so that Elusive has more meat. What we wonder if we've got any. We have got already quite a large number of very useful dinosaurs. Ooh. Oh, right. Now, Elusive chose the battle dinosaurs. So you might remember that he decided that he was going to be a fan of raptors. Now, raptors are great. They're fast, they're quick, they're very much sort of Elusive's jam. Whereas I'm kind of much more of a tank. What we're actually going to be doing, I think, is probably exploring the island. We might try and catch another Pelagonus. We've only got the one, and there are, of course, two of us. Pelagonuses are quite difficult to catch, though we could just get a... what are they called? Pterodactyl. But we shall see. Seeing whether or not I can get enough narco berries to... we should really actually start doing planting. Because planting some narco berries, building a little garden, probably where we are. I think we can do that if we decide that what we're going to do is, come on, is stay here. Because that, we still haven't really made that decision. 100 narco berries. Let's take some of those and some of those. We do also need to make a feeding trough. I think about it, so we'll do that as well. Hey Lava Cookies, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Oh, how's it going? Hope you have had a fantastic week. But if you're going to hold the axe, at least hold the metal one. I just had a thought there. What was that thought? What was I thinking? Oh, we could build a boat. That's the other thing that we could do. We could build a boat and go a sailing. I mean, ideally, the next thing that we want to get our hands on is gonna be some kind of Argentabi. If I can get the Sarco out of the... No, I can't. Well, that's going to be problematic. Okay. Come here, you. Whistle, follow one. Give me a stumpy boy. Over here. Come on. Look at him run. Look at him. Stupid animal. Ah. T. Whistle, follow one. Over here. I suppose I could take both Sarcos. He's a bit excessive though. You went to the hairdresser? Wow, that is such an exciting thing in the current times. In the before times, going to the hairdresser was not a thing, but in the current times, it is kind of more exciting than it has any real right to be. Argentaba. I don't actually know where the Argentaba. Yes, it was thrilling. It was thrilling. Letting strangers touch you again. Just a bit weird. Alright, so a lot of these dinos have respawned, so that's a good thing. Let's just go and park up here. Give it a chance to rest. Now, I'm feeling quite brave. So I might go for a wander up this island. Whoosh. Now, do I do it on my own? Leave the Sarco here? You know the answer to that's going to be absolutely that's what I'm going to end up doing. Oh, I want melee damage. So before we do this stupid thing, let's put that down. Let's ready that. Let's go for a wander. This is normally a good place to find some quite big and stompy dinos. But we shall have to see what we can see. Just log back in. Gotta fix that. Oh. Let's have a look. Over the brow of this hill. So there's some Iguanodon. There's a lot of tickle chicken on this map. Like a lot. I do not remember there being this many tickle chicken. Hi, buddy. Ah, tickle chicken. Oh. And bugs. Hello, bugs. Oh. Also, just off to the left there is a Baronix. Just over there. Baronix. Carnotaur. Carnotaur. Bit dangerous, this. Yeah. Or peninsular, as it is more properly. Okay. Do I want to capture the Carnotaur? No, because you can't take it home. So let us not capture the Carnotaur. Fine. So did you get a good haircut? Did you, Let's go for a buzz round the island. Now we want to stay in the shallow waters, or shallower-ish waters. Unless... I turned around just as I had the thought to see that there is actually a Megalodon following me. There it is. Oh, there's two. This is very difficult to control. I've lost the Megalodon. Oh, also I am drowning. That's not a good thing. Let's try that. Uh-oh. Alright, okay, so we are going to... this is not going to go well for us. Because I've just seen how many Megalodons there are actually out here. Oh, no. Come on, get me out. We do not want to go that... Where's the island? Back towards the island, please. Megalodons, manta rays. Let's just use the fact that we're actually faster than them and just kind of zoom past, shall we? Come on, out the water. That didn't go well. So of course, naturally, what I'm doing is I'm going to go back in. But I'm going to go back in. Oh wait, no. That's red and glowing. That's not a Megalodon that we want to go messing with. Red and glowing things do not go messing with. Right. Okay. You see what I see. Do I have the stuff on me? Oh. Thank you for your sacrifice. I know I'm warm. Boulders, what do we need? Stone. So that was an Oviraptor. Still scares the living daylights out of me. So we know that Pelagonists do land on this beach. Place. Okay. Sneaky. Excellent. Wild male Pelagonus. Excellent. I think it is probably only fish. So let's go get some fish. So that went quite well. Hey, sea strangers! Welcome. We have hopefully caught a Pelagonus. Another one. Park the Sarco over the Pelagonus. That was a bit too close to the Pelagonus. In the vague hope that it doesn't get murdered by the things on the island. Now what we could do is go get some fish. So Ark has this kind of wonderful little beach thing, and then this drop off, which is kind of cool, but also equally terrifying. There are a lot of large animals here. I'm here, fish. Here, fish, fish. Here, fish. And raw fish meat. Hello, Iguanodons. They're like dolphins. They're quite cute. As long as you don't attack them, they won't attack you. And they will actually protect you from things. Where did that go? Did we see? No. Iguanodon eat it? No. Oh, stop it. Stop it. You're not being helpful. Don't have time to tame you people as well. Need the fish. Need the fish. Let's go back, put some taming food in the inventory, and then go back and see if we can get the thorns. Right, Sarko, where are you? Over there. Oh, chipping away at your thesis. What's your thesis, Sea Strangers? The maps are not... Well, they can be randomly generated. But we have chosen to not use a randomly generated map. Mostly because it makes life a bit easier for streaming, because it means that we can do things like look up where certain resources are. And on randomly generated maps, you would just have to find it. And it doesn't make for an interesting stream. Perhaps when we're better at it, when we're better at playing the game, we might consider a randomly generated map. But at the moment, ooh, Pelagonus. Right. Following. We do not want you to be follow, whistle, stop. Now. Oh, you probably got all my taming in here. A natural language processing tool. Wow. That's really impressive stuff. Also, how you get yourself ending up working for the CIA, my friend. Though, of course, with tools like that, those that are, most likely to use them do spend a lot of time using non-natural language to hide what they are saying. But I don't want to blow your thesis. Is this an undergrad, PhD, masters? Let's see. Can we get the Iguanodon to follow us again? Oh, like they're swimming away. I do like... Oh, there we are. Hello? Hello? No, come back! Oh, too far from the edge. Don't really want to stray too far. Oh, postgrad! Nice. Yes, I suppose one of the things that I don't know if one of the good places to find a lot of that, of course, is on the R drama thread on Reddit, who are very adept at using words that don't trigger the auto mod on Reddit, which is where I kind of get all my understanding of that kind of stuff from. Though, you know, neural learning, that kind of stuff, not a thing I know very much about. I can code. I'm a sort of passable coder, but that's about it. Right, it does not look like we are going to get those without actually taking the Sarco. So let's take the Pelagornis back, so that at least... oh, you are hungry. So that at least we have 2 of them, which will hopefully enable our ability to do a bit more exploration. If Elusive Elf joins, of course, which they might not. That's a great suggestion. I'll have a look at our drama. Currently, it's a proof of concept, so the data I'm using has already been collected from Stormfront. I'm just making a tool called to classify the posts better. Yes, I suppose because you kind of need a series of collected words in order to score the posts. And using natural language is going to make that even more complicated. Deploy it as a deploy it as a bot on Twitter. But then, you know, I'd have been lazy. I'd have probably got a Twitter bot to collect posts for me. There's a reason I don't have a computing postdoc. Are you gonna land? Right. Got a pink Pelagornis and a black Pelagornis, and they are both male. That's slightly sad. Who's that? Probably weights 189. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Ethics boards. Man, I've forgotten about those. I've forgotten that people in the real world have to deal with ethics boards. Let's see, can we... No! Wrong letter. I'm here. Stupid animal. After spending all that time putting them together, I go and press the wrong letter. They only meet twice a year. Yeah, so you've got to actually know what you want to do beforehand. Boo. Boo. It's not very helpful. We are going to need more hide. Probably more keratin. Do we want to go and take a little squad for a walk? I mean, that's just cool. Stone. I'm going to go and see if I can get me that Parasaur. Yeah, it is a Robo Parasol. And it's come to say hello, so do you know what that... I think that means... We will be nice to it. Do. Pop. Yeah. Robo Dinosaurs. No, these are tech dinosaurs. Now that my so that's clearly not working because it keeps turning off. What I will have to do at some point is when I take a bio break, go and get my other laptop. Let's put my phone there. No, my phone there in the vague. Hope I can actually see the chat. We will be nice and shoot it in the face. Yes. Well, it's better than beating it in the face. You have tamed a tech Parasaur. Whistle stop one. But that is a very pretty tech Parasaur. We need hides. Problem is I keep taming things, so I'm gonna have to go find something that I don't mind murdering. But we also need chitin. So if we want, is it well? Okay. The only thing, it looks cool. It gets more cool if you kill it. Because if you kill it... Oh, wrong button. Come on. Ow. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, no, it's unconscious. Well, that was very lucky, little officer. You were very nearly deceased. But you passed out before the Sarko ate you. If you kill them, you get a whole bunch of tech resources. It's very useful. So organic polymer, that kind of stuff. Hey, Sin Within! Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you have had a great time doing whatever it is that you do when you're not with us. Well, actually, I can't bother to rename you Red Shirt, so come on. What? What is that thing doing? How many of you are there here? It can't turn around. This, by the way, is not the recommended way of taming a Megalodon. Oh. That's a piranha. Did I actually just manage to knock out that Megalodon? That's also a piranha. That's problematic. Let's... Five. I might have just got eaten. I might have just got eaten by a Megalodon. That didn't go my way. No, I forgot that they were piranhas in that water. That's what happened there. How do you forget there are piranhas then? Mostly by saying hello to people. That's how you forget that there are piranhas. That's what happens there. Run up the beach. So on the plus side, the Megalodon is just kind of this. If I can get my stuff, it might have actually got itself stuck completely. And we might be able to tame it. Oh no, off it goes. Oh, should have brought the thing with me. Transfer it all. Come on, get out the water. Out the water. Out the water. Get out of the water. Get out of the water. Ah! Hate piranhas. Hate them. Hate them. What do you mean I can't respawn at the bed? Right, I'll respawn at that one then. Boo. Go get the stuff. At least we got further out of the beach. And we might just have to go and park the Sarco so that we can actually kill these. Let's go get the Sarco. You. And copy. Right, let's get out of the water. And I still haven't worked out how to turn these things off. Sort of pile of junk that we get every time we die. But I suppose I could use one of the pretty Parasaur saddles to make things look a bit prettier. Like there's this pile of stuff. And put that on, put that on, put that on, put that on. Oh, oh no, I can. Ah, right. Take 2. Piranhas. Well, thank you, but you're a little late to the party. Are you unconscious or just stuck? You're stuck. Error! I'm hoping now, yes, now it's unconscious. Ah! Killed by a piranha. Oh no, death counts. Oh no, I should add what, 2, I think. Death counts. There we are. Thank you for that. 36, 37, 38. Hate piranha. And if we can tame a Megalodon, then that will solve our piranha problem. I suppose I could just let the Sarco and set it to aggressive, but it will then just eat everything. Don't know whether or not I had enough meat. Let's see if we can swim across and get the Sarco before we're eaten by the piranhas. And then if we can, with a bit of luck, there will be some meat or fish or something on the Sarco that will help us with taming a Megalodon, if it's still alive. Let's just make sure. This inventory... No! Hasn't found anything. I was kind of hoping that it would have eaten stuff. How are you doing? Nearly tamed. Let's put the fish in. Yes. Okay, let's go down and get the Sarco. Then we can watch from here, hopefully. And then if somebody does decide to join us, we've at least got one fish. It's on. Well, I think might be time to put some oxygen in. Come on, put that on. Put that on. I don't know if Sarcos can drown, but I don't want to chance it. How is this one doing? Oops. There we go. Go, little Sarco, while I get the heck out of the water. Because with a bit of luck, that'll protect the... Oh, that was quite intense. Right. We have named a Megalodon. What are we going to name the Megalodon? Any ideas what we should name a Megalodon? Right. They're a bit big. Give it a chance to catch up. Where is it? How do you lose a fish that big? There it is. Come on. Let's take you out to the slightly deeper waters. Sharky. Right? Sharky it is. Sharky. Sharky. It's clearly attacking something. I would guess piranhas. Basically. I presume it'll come back. Killed a piranha. There we are. Killed a piranha. That's basically what we want. Let's avoid those glowy things. They are awful. Meow. I don't know where the Megalodon's gone. It's going to be quite difficult naming it if it won't stay still. Are you done? Are you done? Right, can you get up here? Yes. Excellent. So stay there. Good. Good. Um, well, okay. There appears to be a lot of piranhas in there. Yes, now found George. Exactly. All right, come here and try not to be attacked long enough for me to disable the following on you. Options. Change name. Sharky. Oh. Options. Change name. Sharky. There we are. Access inventory. Let's. Oof. Took quite a beating. Let's give it a bit more health, eh? Might not live long enough for us to do anything useful with. This in. This inventory. Oh, you don't need to be carrying 100. That's just silly. We were going to make another Pelagonus saddle because we've got another Pelagonus and hell. So we can have fiber. Keratin we might need to go and actually go get. There's a lot of... Yeah, okay. We might need to go get. Oh, we'll take those back. Those back. Oh, also... Oh, we want the major berries. We haven't got a lot, but still. So, if we want keratin, and we are in need of some hides, because we're always in need of hide at this point, it's gonna mean taking on one of these. They are quite harder, they're much harder than you expect them to be. Because of course they have an armored shell. Ah, well done. Well done, Sarko. How much did we got barely anything. Barely anything, and we're probably going to end up using all of the hides to repair the armor that got damaged. So that was probably a bit of an own goal, I think. Quite the menagerie. Exactly, yes. I am a fan of collecting these things. And it's only quite the menagerie because we haven't actually taken them out hunting yet. Yes. It is nice when you actually see the Sarko eating. Having the shark is just useful because they will just make sure that there are no piranhas. But like I've said before, they now work kind of together. So if you've got more than one shark, they actually get kind of more bonuses working as a group. This means, of course, that you want to kind of sharks are much more dangerous if you catch them. You need to catch them on their own in order to get them. Right. We know where to get cementing paste if we need them. Lowy jellyfish. Oh, you really gonna have a go? Yomp. Yom. Nom. Nom. So nice going hunting with a Sarko by your side. Yes. Got 2 hits on the thing before it took off. Come on. What I should have done, I suppose, is actually throw a bowler at it. Come on. I'm also going to need to stand somewhere with more. At least the Sarko is having a go. The Sarko got it. Oh, bless. It doesn't have a turning circle enough to actually pick up the body. Where is it? There. Ichthyornis. The only good Ichthyornis is a dead Ichthyornis. Raw meat and hide. Won't say no to that. Go for a little stomp along here, see what we can find. Overactor. Is that a Parasaur or a Therizinosaur? Parasaur. That's a piranha. Okay, so when the light comes up, I think we are going to continue our expansion north. The plan, such as it is, will be to go and find that little... I suppose we could go up. We could go up the second bit of water, which would mean I could take a Sarko with. Because we've come down there before. Because we want to try and get to some of the slightly more dangerous areas of the island. You know, while it is quite easy to stay here, we probably do want to spread our wings. let's just drop this stuff off here. So tempting to set them alight. Right. Oh, don't hide. Hide. The rest of that stuff can probably come with us. We might need to... might need... I remember. Just about. Dino's not here. I mean, yes, if you want to redeem the say something nice about somebody who is not present, I am happy. I am happy to do that. Dino is off seeing friends, if my memory serves. Now we want some of that, and we're going to want some. Hey, look, we can now look at the size of Sharky. Yes, they are indeed off seeing milk, which is why neither of them are here. Is that they are busy hanging out with each other and not paying attention to my stream. I'm not in any way salty about it. No, it's not true. Not true at all. It is good that they get to hang out. Actually, it's good that we've reached the point where people can finally go and hang out with each other. Hurrah, hurrah, and indeed huzzah for that. Go get some fibre and make some... Greetings! Hey, Firehound Forge! Welcome, welcome! Can we get a shout out? Actually, we owe shout outs because the mod wasn't online. Now they are. Mod, can we get ourselves a shout out for Sea Strangers? Mod, if you don't know how to do that, that's you with it. That's you, Sin Within. You type bang or exclamation mark SO and then their name. Sorry, the storm has just hit. I'm going to pull that closed. So can we have a shout out for Firehound Forge, and can we have a shout out for Sea Strangers? That's assuming they're still here. I might do it myself. Hang on. Sea Strangers, another wonderful streamer. If you go back and watch last Thursday's stream, Sea Strangers and I played Among Us. Firehound Forge is, as their name suggests, a forger. They actually are a blacksmith. Go and follow them. They make a whole raft of really interesting stuff. I have quite a number of their pieces actually floating around here. I don't think I've got anything to hand. Oh, actually, yes, I do. Let me just pop you on BRB, and I can show you some of the things that that Firehound Forge has. Well, that was quite excessive. So this is, let me just put you back on here so you can see. So this is from Firehound Forge. There's their logo, and it contains these rather snacky metal dice with, I don't know if you can see that, but that's a skull and crossbows stamped into the top. And they quite nicely include this rather nice doubloon. I don't, for instance, think it's a real doubloon, but there are three D6s here. Yeah. all made by Firehound Forge's Fair Hand, and came in this really nice little box. So if you are looking for unique and interesting gifts for somebody that you know, please do consider Firehound Forge. There you are. That's my pitch for Firehound Forge done. They don't pay us for these things. We just like sharing that kind of stuff. It's always cool when you have friends that make some real interesting stuff. Right, let's put that here. That there. We probably don't need that. We don't need that. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong box. So yeah, so if you are looking for something unique to get a loved one, absolutely think about Firehound Forge. You can find them on Facebook. I don't know where else I meant to tell you to find them, but that's where I know that they are available. So please do consider checking them out. Taco, you head out the door. Right, come on then. So, after kind of hanging around, mostly doing some stuff, let's go do something interesting and probably terminal. So we are going to go and have a jaunt around the island. And we will collect whatsoever animals take our fancy while we explore the island. I've just noticed that because of the storm, my internet is plummeting, so I apologise for the low bitrate. Hopefully it'll come back. But it is quite a powerful storm here. Right, so we know what happens when we go down there. So let's go this way. The joy of the Sarco is on something that is, mostly an island. Is that you can actually cover quite a bit of distance quite fast. If you can travel through the water. Do we actually have any taming food? No. Well, that would be nice, but we don't want any taming food. It's coming through okay, fantastic. As long as it is coming through okay, that's the important thing. That's quite interesting. Yeah. The little interesting rock formations like that are normally worth exploring. It's kind of the game's way of saying, come and have a look over here. Nice little puddle. Nothing very much of interest in it. Right. Let's go give these Dilophosaurs a bad day. I know we would normally capture them, but they're on the wrong side of the lake. And oh, there's more of them than I was expecting. But that should give us some meat and some hides. And a little food for our dinosaur. A little bit of hides, which is great because we can now repair. Oh, no, we can repair the boots, and we can get a sleeping bag. No, we can't because we don't need fibre. So we will make getting fibre a priority. I'm going to guess that there is fibre over here. Now I've got to be a bit more careful because I don't actually know what's to be expected here. You crack on with a bit of work, sea strangers. Don't let us stop you completing your dissertation. So you will then be Dr. Strange. Or Dr. Strangers. Oh, what? There's a lot of compies here. Probably because we haven't been here before, so they've just sort of been spawning. A bit of fibre, so let's just repair these boots. Do we have enough for a sleeping bag? Yes, we do. Goes on. I don't have alert command. I probably should. I absolutely probably. What is that? Where's it running from? Who knows? Right, now. Easy does it, Zan. Don't know where we are. And we don't know what we might find. So let's put down our sleeping bag. What that is. That is yes. Is it for the Sarco? No, it's not, but you can have it anyway. Are we missing stone and thatch? Go get some stone and some thatch. Go slowly. At least we've got the one bowler. Let's feel much more comfortable if I had a rifle or something, but where's the fun in that? Lots of tails, lots of parasaurs. Right, we just found a load of bugs. Which is good, because bugs contain chitin. So we need that for our second Pelagornis saddle. Ooh. Do we chance it? Well, let's eat first. Oh. Zombies are not a problem, but they are distracting. Because just over that hill, I saw a Baronic. Marco, stop that. Being a moron. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, and there's a tickle chicken. So the Baronics is not really a problem. The tickle chicken, on the other hand, is. Where are you going, tickle chicken? So where did the Baronics go? It is a water dinosaur. A lot of raptors. Oof. That looks like a Carnotaur over there. Bomia. Beginning to think that maybe we've swum out of our depth. That's a pack of raptors over there. We can maybe take out one. Probably not a pack. And that was a snake. Snakes sadly do survive in water. We're getting fog. Ah, the raptors are following. Alright, we might have too many raptors. Because there are raptors over there. And there are raptors over there. We might be in trouble, folks. Get off. Ah! Only a level 2 raptor. How frustrating. Now I've got to somehow get from here to the raptors. Ah. Without upsetting a tickle chicken, without being attacked by other raptors. Okay. We were quite a ways up as well. Stegosaurus. Oh, is this... Did I cross over the river? I don't know if we did. Uh-oh. Well, we'll just keep on running, see how long we can survive by being followed by basically half of the things around here that are trying to kill us. Come on, stamina, come on, stamina, come on, stamina. There's a Spinosaur over there. That's really, really gonna help. Well, at least the tickle chicken is no, that's Parasaur. There's the Baronix. Can anybody see the other tickle chicken? I didn't think we'd come this far, but clearly we must have, or maybe I've gone up the wrong side of the river. How safe are we here? Safe-ish. Safe-ish. That doesn't help. Not you, tickle chicken. I do not want you to follow me. Iguanodon. Raptors are on the other side. Pompies. Well, this was where I... Oh, there's an alpha raptor. Or at least a pack leader raptor. That appears to be two Rexes working in tandem. Okay, so wherever it was that we were, this ain't it. We can watch that Rex fall because that Rex is about to be taken down by a... Oh, we're about to be taken down by a raptor. Ironics, we ain't surviving this, folks. But what we can do is then go and get a Pelagornis. And fly here. But we now know how dangerous this is. Yeah. Let's at least punch the thing to death. Ah. Yeah, alright, that was a mistake. I'll grant you that. I think that was a mistake, yeah. That was definitely a mistake. Yep. Okay, so, if you don't mind, I'm just going to roll up my sleeves. It's getting a little warm here. We're going to take the Pelagornis. We're going to attempt to find our stuff. See, strangers, I've just realised you did actually send the redeem, but it didn't show up. So if I will redeem that to you, and if you do show up again, I'm happy to do it for you. I hadn't realised you'd actually pressed the button. That is entirely my bad. Right, let's... So we're going to go looking for our stuff. Let's just take the weight up, because that's going to be problematic. Get on the chicken. Goose, whatever. Right. So the plan is to try and cover the same distance that we covered with the Sarco. Recover our stuff, if possible recover the Sarco, and return back. The area that we ended up in was very much above our pay grade. We are clearly not ready yet to go there. Gonna ditch down on the water here. Rest. It's at least safer on the water. Mostly. There's a small lag when you take to the air, which is always quite concerning. Having explored this way, there wasn't much in the way of resources that would kind of make it worth coming this way. useful, I guess, if you wanted a slightly prettier base. I mean, this is a very nice looking area. Now, if memory serves, there is a cave somewhere around here. Caves are very good places to get crystal. And you need crystal for basically using anything that has glass. You can't use sand, you have to use crystal. So I'll have to kind of... The cave, I believe, is somewhere in this cliff face off to my left. So we came across there. Let's just go a little quicker. We don't want to go too fast. We don't run out of stamina. We know how badly that goes for us. Now, I think this is where we went. Let's just go and... What are those? Those are frogs and beavers. So that's okay. Oh. Let's just sort of get up. I don't know what you're running from, but I'm just very nervous. Oh, only little Dilophosaur. There's the tickle chicken. So we went right last time and we didn't find our stuff. I'm guessing we went left. We went down there, didn't find it. It was also very dangerous. You see that, folks? It's built right into the cliff, look. No, 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 no. Whoa, hang on, what's this? This must seem suspicious, my existence, I mean. I have you at a disadvantage. I admit I'm operating from a position of near perfect information while you are not. Put it mildly, not that you are unintelligent. Clearly you are very clever to find so many different uses for that. I digress. Oh, my Sarko was killed. The point is, you have no reason to trust me. Most everything you've met has tried to kill you. So from your perspective, it follows that I would do the same. You humans love your patent. I can't force you to believe me. In fact, I can't compel anyone to do anything. Even when it comes to digital systems, my control is limited. So all I can do is ask you to believe in me as I have believed in all of you. Okay. I mean, it's cool. I like the sort of 3D effect. I don't know what it does. Alright. Well, we've lost the Sarko. Oh, wow, we were so close. I don't know if we are going to be able to get our stuff. Not until the raptors head out. Handily, we can just hold this position. Maybe they are the wind beneath our wings, yeah. Here he comes. So what I'm trying to do is bait the raptors away from my stuff. I think there's also a terror chicken. Yeah, there's also a terror chicken. Wow, this place is dangerous. On snake, off you go. Up. Get up. Why will you not fly? Oh. Oh. That was quite worrying. Hey. So I ran, I'm hoping we will have enough time to grab our stuff and get into the air. Ha ha! Woo! Oh no. That is not what we need right now. Oh, no! 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 Ah! Well, that was unfortunate. Right, what have you got on you that I can borrow? I can probably take all of Elusive's kit. Because they're not using. Come on. What we need is to be able to put a saddle on one of these. But we need a lot of chitting. What is a pterodactyl? Pterodon. It's the same. Okay. We've got 8. Eight. 12. That's quite away from the 75 we need. That's That's... What else do we need? Fiber. So we just need more hitting. Well, let's take a hitty thing. Where else are we going to get Karki? No. How about you? No. How about you? You guys, you might have some. No. Look. No. No. But also we can give you a bit more health. Because finding that Pelagornis is going to be really difficult if it comes round. So we'll take some of those. Being as we are clearly going to be fighting snakes. I know. Let's take at least the Sarko with us. Stupid snake. Come on, buddy. Right, we need to find things with a lot of hitting. I don't know what you're running from. Something with a lot of chitting. A Triceratops is probably not a good idea, right? The level 4 Triceratops. Not a good idea. We at least get a little out of these things. Ah. 7. Not a lot, but it'll get us there. 35. It'll get us there eventually. Ah. Okay. Yeah, real eventually. Take that up a bit. And the Sarko has taken quite a bit of a beating just in those two. Just in those two encounters. I don't really fancy my chances against the Triceratops. I'm not brave enough to look in a beaver dam yet. You healed. Whoa. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, I've taken quite a bit of damage. I was not looking after this meat suit. Way too focused on trying to get my stuff back. Spicy worm friends. I do not like the spicy worm friends. Do not like the spicy worm friends. Alright, this is not getting us anywhere fast enough. There is food back at the hut. Death count. We need to take our death count up by 2. Apparently you can make that automatic. I haven't worked out how you do that, but I mean, there's probably a lot of chitin in a beaver. Level 3 beaver. But that Sarco looks like it's been in a war. Let's look at all those cuts and bleeding sections. Can't afford to lose any more animals. Yeah, I know I'm starving. Yeah, I know. What I'm heading home for. Fix it. Oh, I wonder if there's any in this box. Okay, so what are we gonna do? What's the sanest plan? Hey, anonymous cheerer! Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for the 1 bit. Nice to see that my overlays are working. But thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. My name's Zen. We are playing Ark Survival. Busy trying to work out whether or not we are going to be able to survive long enough to go get our stuff. What we are in search of is some chitin, chitin, whatever. And we haven't yet found a good source of it. Whoa, that is a lot of piranhas. That's a lot of piranhas. Like a lot of piranhas. A lot. That's a lot of piranhas. Just healed myself. Go away. Alright, that did not go well for us. Not that anything is going well for us tonight. At all. Okay, how close are we to getting this saddle? 40. We need 25 more chitin. What if we just went for a straight Sarco saddle? Cementing paste. Right, well we've got that. We've got that. So we could get a Sarco saddle. Whiz round, get the bird, and hopefully get our stuff. Right. We want that. Let's go put this on the Sarco. Up here. We just got to remember to go left. And if we can... put the weapon down. You. Yeah, they're easier to control from this perspective. Okay, so we're going to take the Sarco. We've got a bit of food. We've got a pipe. We've already lost one Sarco, which was the one that we lost on the last adventure. So let's see if we can go and get our stuff back and maybe save the Pelagornis. Or at least its saddle, I guess. Okay, so it's not that one. Next one over. Wait here for the... oh, that's suddenly dark. If we go up here and into that water there, we will pause here and recharge our stamina, and it is the next one on the left. Okay, here we go. We get 400 times speed in the water on a Sarco. Quite nice. We can even refill our swimming speed if we are careful. Hope we haven't gone too far. The opening should be somewhere here. Is this the one we want? Is this the one? Or have we come too far over? Have a look. So there's the rocks. We've just sort of gone right past it. I think, yeah. There it is. That's what we want. Don't want to go down the wrong one, we'll never find it. So I'm not going to go fast along here unless I need to. So I'll keep the burst of speed for escaping things. Because we know that down here there are all kinds of things. There are raptors, tickle chickens, carnotaurs. We even saw some rexes. I think that's a stegosaurus over there. Stegosaurus is not really a problem for us, providing we don't attack them. Okay. Okay, so I think we've managed to get the Pelagornis. Oh. That's going to be a problem. So when I said it was going to be a problem, I meant it. Right, let's see. Do we have a zone that is slightly closer? Right, so it's going to be one of these. You, maybe? Oh, what? Oh, it's a Triceratops. Okay, so whereabouts are we? Let's see if we can get everything back. We'll call it success if I manage to get my stuff and leave. I'm not too worried about Sarcos, we can replace those. Yeah, it is down here. If we went up there, it's through there, basically. What I need to do is to kind of get our stuff, put down a sleeping bag so that I don't have to keep doing this. But it's so very often that just as you are kind of beginning to think, actually, I think I'm out of my depth, that's the point at which you are already out of your depth. It is too late to turn around. And I realise that a lot of people, the way a lot of other people play this game, that they would have just kind of gone, oh well, there we go, never mind, let's forget that stuff and maybe come back some other time. If the thing's still alive, they're still alive. It just feels like cheating, really. I know that, and it's what kind of makes, takes my death count up so high. And, yeah, you should probably calmly expand. By that I mean the sort of the randomly charging thing that we've done here to just as we run out of stamina as well. That was a piranha. I dislike piranhas. They're not close enough to hear me, but for some reason my stamina is not recharging. Not in the water. Come on. Insufficient stamina to jump. Then I was just jumping. What's going on? Come on, get me out of the water. Okay, so we can at least walk on the rocks for a little bit. Can't do anything about healing because I don't have any food. Well, we'll just have to accept our fate. I had actually forgotten about piranhas. You know, I get that everything here is out to kill me, but every now and again, you know, I could do with a break. Can you actually walk around this? Oh. No stamina. We've got. We are dying slowly, and I don't know why. Why we're dying? Seems a little unfair that we are dying here. What happened? Well, we'll just respawn in a random location and have another crack at it. Right. Where did you... Gotta stop it doing this. Maybe we could try going over the land. Rip. Exactly. Exactly. Rest in peace is me. Because I know that we've got this big cave entrance, which is the thing that is basically in our way to force us to go into the... Whether or not we'll survive going over land, give it a go. Just like when you can hear other footsteps. Well, what's that? Especially because I can't remember what's in this. I can't remember what's in the woods. Right. Well, that was quite disturbing, despite the fact that it was actually a good noise. Piffle. We are going to need to pick that up. No, no. Oh, well, at least we hit the water. Go. So we need to pick it up so that the beacon will switch to our last corpse, which is the corpse that we actually want. Probably still too. Somewhere around here is where the cave is. Ah. I can see just some... Oh, I thought that those flecks of green would be salvation, but it's not. Just let me live. Let me live. Come on, where are you? There's the Stegosaurus. That's the pickle. Let's just stand here and... I know that you haven't actually seen one of these things attack yet. No. Maybe. No, we did not escape the Carnotaur. Oh, go away. Okay, so there's the corpse. Let's see, can we make it there in time to help? I don't think so. Did it go down? Did it go down? I think it did. It's in a bad way though. Come on. No! Come here. No! No! So the thing about Carnotaurs is they don't really give up very... So I think it's probably going to be just my stuff. I can't imagine that Sarco is going to survive. It was in a really bad... the Pelagornis might, because obviously the Pelagornis can fly. So there is the possibility that they might... There's the possibility they might survive. But who knows? Especially because the Carnotaur would have eaten the corpse, which would have healed it. So, right, let's... we're on 43. Somebody remember that for me. Don't forget to keep hydrated. You mean me or the meat suit in the game? We do actually at least have a... Whoops! No! 44. Right. As I was saying, we do at least know But one of our several many corpses that we are now littering the plains with, we can get to by heading towards the green obelisk. I think we'll head towards the green obelisk, get our stuff, go home. That's the plan. And we were doing so well until we decided to yeet ourselves off a cliff. Which weirdly, oddly, was not conducive to continuing being alive. Really. But at least we're beginning to kind of get to know the scenery around here. Kind of getting a feel for where we're going. Obviously, it would be easier if we had stuff. And clearly what we're going to have to do is make a point of getting a lot of items. Now that is likely to be the corpse where we yeeted ourselves off the cliff on accident. Yeah, we just ran right past a Dilophosaur, so as long as they ignored me, I'm going to ignore them for now. We should be able to... where's the... I'm sure there was a way down up here. Oh, no, that leads... So that is the way down to where the cave is. The cave is somewhere along down there. Looks like the only way forward to hang down. Alright. Get my stuff. I could get an army of red shit. If I can get my stuff, because there's now a Sarco up there. We might come back and try and get some crystal. If, of course, I survive. Which, of course, is a very big if. I do like the sound of rain on Iguanodon. Oh no! 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 Right. Let's try somewhere else. Where are we in relation to everything else? I mean, we could be sensible about this and start making weaponry. Where's the fun in that? Right. So. Actually, this beach is relatively quiet. With the Dilophosaur. Not tangle with the Dilophosaur. Well, this at least avoids the needing to do the whole climbing over rocks and things. All we've got to do is remember to turn right at the right inlet. So I think we are on the slightly more dangerous side of the river. But there is a narrow crossing point, if my memory serves, of the number of times we have run down here. Hesperornis. Let's not die to the Hesperornis. What a time to run into bugs, huh? Oh. No. No. Ark. Ark, don't do this. It's frozen on me, folks. Am I still streaming? Yes, I do indeed seem to still be streaming. So it's not the PC that has frozen. But it looks like Ark has crashed. Let's see, can we... Still running, taking 96% of my CPU. Let's see if we can just end that process. How annoying. How annoying. Give it a moment to... yeah, RIP Ark. No battle eye. Well, that was frustrating. Just as we were getting... We weren't getting anywhere. We weren't. We were going round a circle. That's what was going on there. This is what makes me bad at games, is that I just can't let it go. You know, I should really just walk away and let it not bother me. But I don't. I kind of just do this. Let's get it working. All right. Well, let's see if we can get Ark launched. Is it even running? Is it running? Very difficult to tell. Mobile. Let's see if it'll actually launch or whether or not that's it. So how's everybody else doing? You know, clearly we haven't been joined by elusive. They continue to be elusive. Let's get ourselves some processing power and hang up there. You should see Ark appear, top left. Hopefully it's not crashed. PC over here. I don't know what's going on. I know I should be talking, but it's that weird thing when things don't work as you expect. It's just let's see if we can. Ah, there we go. So that at least has clicked into place, giving a CPU back as everything suddenly starts working and the subtitles start moving. Right, now that that's loaded, what we now have to do is connect to the server. Let's see if... Oh. Is it the server? No, the server seems to be still running. Are we looking at a server crash? Right, well, that'll be a problem. We can reboot the server. But it also then can take a while for us to be able to log in. The Steam server, especially if it's crashed, will take a bit of time to come back up. We'll give it a moment, see what happens. But we could very well be looking at the end of the stream simply because the server's crashed. We shall see. It's we'll see what happens. It's coming back up now, so if you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna have a quick drink because it is a little warm here. Ooh, Steam is not responding on the server. That's quite worrying. Well, I guess we'll go and have a look at how the server is, the physical box is doing. It runs. Oh, invalid token. Don't do that to me. Running. Have a look at its stats. About 40% of the CPU. About 50% of the network. Just running Arc just for me. That's quite a problem. Hi, Firehound Forward, welcome back. Compassion in flames. Raptors weren't stopping you. Cliffs weren't stopping you. Piranhas weren't stopping you. This is the only way Ark could keep you from getting your stuff back. Thank you, Compassion in flames. That's probably the nicest thing anybody said to my insane approach to continually attacking the same problem. Well, Firehand Forge, nothing. Basically, I died and then insisted on continuing to get my stuff back. And then the server crashed. So we're going to see whether or not we can get it back up. And see what happens. Join a game. The server is not responding. Yes, I know the server is not responding. It's only because it's only just come back up. One of the frustrating things about the Ark server is, unlike a lot of other servers, is that it doesn't actually tell you when it's initialized. So I can tell you that it started, but all the other servers kind of give you this output about, you know, rebuilding worlds, you know, fixing stuff. Nothing. If violence isn't resolving your problem, it isn't being applied correctly. Well, for the problem with me applying violence to the problem is that violence is often applied to me, and I die. Basically, that's kind of been the repeated problem that we have. So Firehand Forge, how has forging in the hot weather been? Because I can't imagine that's been particularly a pleasant job, forging away, you know, in a very warm room. Refresh. Come on, server. Come on, server. I'll just sit here clicking join game. About as fun as one might expect. Yes. It's not on. Weirdly, I have a whole list of things that I would love to do. But forging in a hot room on a summer day is not actually even on the list. Not actually on the list. But for those of you that do like watching a man sweating over a hot fire, please do go and follow Firehand Forge. Because it does make you feel that however warm your study is, it's not as warm as theirs. So there is that. There is that to it. Server is not responding. Come on. Well, we'll give it a couple of minutes. But while we do that, the server the stream is in theory ending in about 15 minutes. So I have no idea whether or not the server will be up in that time. So we'll. Is it worth firing up another game? I've been this close to forging shirtless, but not till I've worked off some of the baked goods I've been eating this year. Well, no, there is that. There is that. One of the things that I'm very grateful for is the fact that this shirt and this desk hides the amount of weight that I have put on this year. For those of you that are interested, it's about 1.5 inches. I'm 1.5 inches bigger than I was because of the pandemic. Went from being relatively active to not active at all. And I know that you're meant to go out for your 20 minutes exercise or whatever, but really, who did? At the beginning, lockdown 1, we were all 15 minutes walking a day, and then eventually it just seemed like effort. And then eventually there was Netflix, and it just kind of stopped. Apple bread is good for the soul and bad for the belly. I've replaced the 6-pack with a keg. Absolutely, yes. This is my beach ball body as opposed to my beach body. But I do like telling people I am in shape because round is a shape. They never said I had to specify what shape I needed to be in. Well, we'll give it a few more moments, see if the server comes up. Just sat here clicking refresh to see whether or not it'll actually respond to the ping from Steam. It's a dedicated server, and it's got 8 GB of RAM, 4 CPUs, and it still takes forever to launch. It's madness. I have contemplated throwing more RAM at it, but RAM does not seem to be the problem. But also, I can't get decent stats on what the RAM usage actually is. And I probably could if I put my mind to it, but one of the downsides to having a real job. I have been quite good, actually. Small tumble with not being very well earlier in the week, but I have bounced back, as they say. It's quite a strange time at work at the moment because we're sort of planning things again. And it feels weird to be planning at this time of year. We normally plan in January. Well, hello, Fraggle Rock! I'm not quite sure why that happened twice, but welcome, Fraggle Rock. Welcome to the club. I'm glad that you come to join us. Sorry, we're not doing anything, but we have just had the I see, because I've got Streamlabs alerts there twice. That's why. We have just had the server crash on us. You need a fanfare. Entrance music, absolutely. Firehand Forge. One of the things that I would recommend you do, and I will try and find the link for it, is Twitch closed captioning is a bit rubbish. Can't put my headphones in and having to decide for the subtitles. I'm so sorry. They're not Twitch closed captions. They are Google's closed captions. And I can get better, but I'm broke, basically. But also, your little snowflake, welcome to the stream. Welcome. Firehand Forge, if you want the entrance music, it is just a piece of classical music. Hi, Dino Lotus 2. Welcome to the stream. We heard you were off getting to know one of our mods from Sea Strangers, so I hope that you've been having a good time. Hope that everybody's having a good time, really. For those of you just not sure if the captions are accurate, but I'm loving the recipe for lobster stir fry he's telling us about. Yes. Yes, they're not accurate, and it can struggle keeping up with me because I am quite a voluminous speaker. If I'm not paying attention, I do just sort of run away with excitement, and the closed captions don't always keep up. But I would rather have them than not. Basically, if anybody does have a better solution that is free, please do let me know, and I will absolutely implement it. Sad you missed the stream. Well, technically, the stream is still going. What's happened is that the server crashed, and we've been waiting for it to come back up, so that we could get back in. That's what's actually. Ooh. There we go. That's what's actually happened. Well, this is PubNub. It is absolutely free, and it is relatively good. But it can lag. Yes, this one I've used for quite a few things. It's not the best, but you want to get what you pay for. And we're back. We're back. Let's just drop us back into the game. Not suitable for everyone, but I shout like a lunatic at my web. Well, yeah. I mean, I would rather. Are my subtitles even working on this screen? Hang on, what's going on here? No, they are. Let's put those on. I would rather have closed captions than not, really. So as we run along here, we can see the various places that we've died. I think this is the little thin section where we will survive by running over the water. In the vague hope that we can, this time, successfully make it... Oh, there's the tickle chicken. There's the yeet machine. Yeah, it's alright. As long as you aren't... Yeah, you follow me. Yeah, it is following me. That was how we ended up with a Carnotaur taking on our animals. Was the Carnotaur followed me and I thought we'd outrun it. Pompies, go away. Go away. Why do they always choose to attack just as you run out of stamina? You know, they could have attacked at any point, but now is when they choose to attack. Have we gone the right way? I think so. The Carnotaur is still having a go. But before we get any... Or is it another Carnotaur? So over there is our small squad. And I don't want to get closer because last time we died over there. And This is not the safest of places. We might lose the Sarco again, you know. Kind of hoping that it'll... Oh, come on, get me out of the water. Get me out of the water. I want to be out of the water. Well, there are firearms in the game. Did I lose the Sarco? No, the Sarco is still alive. So if I can get there, if Pelagonus is following the Sarco, that Sarco does not look very well at all. Okay. Right. This is how we died the last time. Hop. Because I keep pressing escape when I don't need to. Let's get back into the water. Okay. Have stuff. Have Pelagonus. Things that we now need to do is to make one of those. Put our armor on. I'm staying in the water. Because I think the Sarco needs a rest. To give it a chance to heal. So what I'm now going to do is let's just put this down over here. What happened there? Yes, it is in a bad way. Look at it. Access inventory. Let's take up its melee damage. So it's got enough food to heal as we head back. But I think that's what we're going to do. Is we are going to head back. Nice and slow. And hope that we don't get ambushed or attacked by anything. So there's another Carnotaur. We're not going to worry about that because there's nothing in that that's worth stopping to get. And being as our fighting force, which is a Sarco, is currently quite close to death, I don't want to risk it. Avoid the raptors. It is a poor Sarco. But the further away that we get, the further down here that we get, the more chance it has of healing. And you can just about see in the top right hand corner that little cross. Just about see it against the background. It's slowly beginning to heal. Very, very slowly beginning to heal. I'm just going to minimize my OBS to get a few more graphic cycles. But in this, there are pistols, there are rifles, there are shotguns. The long neck rifle is your friend because you can make things deceased from a very long way away. Which is basically what you need in life. Pelagonus, stop being in the way. We're just going to total overland, because it's a bit of a shortcut rather than going all the way around. Yeah. On the plus side, I'm surprised actually that it only gained the one level, because it's clearly had quite a hard fight that it's done. There is no crocodile skin armor, which is nice. But he would look fetching. The next level armor is metal, or well, chitin, but we are not on a map where there is copious chitin, as we discovered when we decided that maybe taking a second Pelagornis to find the first Pelagornis might be a good idea. And we are back. Not a very successful stream. We gained one Pelagornis, lost a Sarco. Lost a Sarco saddle because I didn't hang around to whistle stop all. To actually try and find it. But let's see, what did we get with all that fighting? So this is prime meat. We've got another primitive pike. I'm going to go see whether or not we actually have time to cook. 133 hide, which is always nice. Let's take these off. Now, prime meat goes off really quickly. So I'm going to see if I can cook it, because at least cooked prime meat will last a bit longer. So you can actually see this is the bar for when it goes off, and you can actually see the bar moving down. Whereas on this meat, it barely moves. Here it kind of... Oh, we managed to actually cook some there. But that again will likely go off relatively quickly. Spoil time, an hour. So I think we might want to look at getting a coal box. But I can't remember what it's called. And we definitely want a way of feeding our animals. So let's at least do. So we've got a feeding trough. We need 8 metal and a preserving bin. That's what we want. Not very difficult to make. Preserving bin. 30 stone, 30 wood, 20 fibre. So this is like the fridge that we had in the last one. It means that meat and that kind of stuff don't go off so quickly. Do I have enough fibre? Yes, I do. Crafting. Preserve. Large storage box. Let's put that in there. Let's put it in there. The question is where are we going to put the preserving bin? Yes. Kind of there, I think. Yeah, not getting in the way too much. let's put that in there. Take those. Oh, I didn't realise that they stack. That's even better. And then we need to turn it on. And we turn it on using spark powder. This is spark powder. We made a load last time. Split that in half. Come back in here. And then you just put it in the inventory like that. And you should hear it make a little rumble. So being as we could probably do with serving some meats. We don't want to preserve all of it because we do need quite a bit of it to rot down. But we have reached that stage where we've got quite a bit of rotten meat. So we probably, at least in the short term, don't need to worry. But these are the rare flowers. You're off to bed. Good night, Siege. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you have a great night's sleep, and hopefully we will speak to you soon. Thank you very much for being a member of Zen Plays Games Badly. Thank you, thank you. We are probably not long for the stream ourselves. We are sort of just sorting stuff out, so at least we've achieved something for our efforts. Let's put that there. So, like I said, by Hand Forge, if you're still there, this is a pistol. So we can use that. Let's put that pike there. Doesn't need paired yet. But we did get 16 hit-ins, so that's at least going towards our second Pelagornis saddle. Put that here. 44. Oh, take that out. Put that in here. Bit of fish meats, rare flowers, prime meat. We are going to need narco berries at the rate at which we are using them. So we might need to do some. We might need to build some crock pots, which will mean running some pipes and doing some gardening. We also need some metal. We need 8 bits of metal for our trough. And we know from experience that these little piles will produce metal. That's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 metal. Good night, Firehound Forge. Have a fantastic evening. And thank you very much for joining us. And I hope you have a fantastic evening. Trough. Thatch and wood. So we should now be able to gather those resources. And because we're using the upgraded materials, we should find that actually we're gathering them very quickly. Let's have a look. What have we got? 87. Let's have a look. Trough. I can't remember what we need. We need 120. Let's take a gamble, shall we? See whether or not that will actually produce enough. That should now allow us to move. So with the feeding trough, It is tempting to just put it right near the house just so that it looks neat. But with the shark, what we probably want to do, because it's got a radius, is we probably want it probably about here. But frustratingly, uploading area off, show visible area. So that's our visible area. It does get the shark, but I think we can probably back it up a little. But you have to kind of place it. I'm going to bring it a little over. You have to kind of place it and then choose show visible area. So the shark is not in it. That's too far back. Pick up feeding trough. Come on. Sorry, you have a shark. Yes, I do have a shark. He's called Sharky. We can ride him, but we haven't got a saddle for him yet. There we are. So that'll get the shark. Because if you have a look just above his head, you can see there's a little feeding trough symbol. So all these with the feeding trough symbols above their names are within the feeding trough area. I don't actually have any food on me, but we can fix that because we know that the Sarco does. So if we take this one and this one, we'll take you off to see the shark in a moment, Dino, don't you worry. We put these in here. Now, one of the problems is that while it stops things rotting, it doesn't... There we are. If you notice, these numbers have already gone down. Because there are things in the area that haven't been fed. I would guess it's Barnabas that hasn't eaten. The Diplodocus, even though only their back foot is in, still counts as being covered by the trough. Let's just take up what they can carry. Now we're using here the trough to feed both types of animals, which will mean a lot more testing. So you've got to kind of check it because obviously if the meat is run out, the trough will still show as being full. But we should be okay for meat. But I think that I can't remember if the Pelagornises will eat meat or not, or whether or not they only eat. But we do have fish, so we'll put some of that in and find out. Let there be food, exactly, sin within. You've got to feed these animals. They get weirdly upset if you don't. And actually, if you can successfully starve an animal to death. It takes some doing, though. Wow. Something is really going to town on that. So we might need more of that. Right. So we might need more fish. Any fish on the side? Is it the shark? Here he is, the Megalodon. The size of it. Because they are predators, health and stamina. Shark has quite a bit of fish on him, so we'll take that off the shark and put it in here. What have they been eating so far? Nothing. Most of these have actually had food in their inventories because we've taken this. This is the hunting pack. The Pelagornises similarly have had food left in their inventories. But as we begin to grow, we won't necessarily be taking them all out. So, especially as we go adventuring. So having that set up actually means that we are more likely to be able to just pick up an animal rather than have to wait to see whether or not it needs feeding. And let's just check on the Sarco. They look in quite fine nick now. Pelagonus is fine. And the Pelagonus is fine. Though we can actually level this one up. Let's take the weight up. And eat, probably. So, that is actually going to be where we are going to pause the stream for tonight. Thank you. Let's just close the doors. There is a bit of a lag there. Did you see that? We stand outside, it's raining. We stand inside, it's still raining until it stops. Not raining. Look up and see the rainfall. That's just because of the graphic settings I've got. Yes, they can get attacked by other dinos. And in fact, at the end of the last stream, we were attacked by a Carnotaur that came down that hill. It's one of the reasons why one of the things that we should be looking at doing is putting a fence around our little area to actually protect the dinosaurs. But it is one of the question is this the place for the base? It's a very good starting place. It's got all the stuff in it that we need. What? What's going on? Are you seriously tracing down the Iguanodon? Well, that's problematic. Come on. Everybody back. Come on. Come on. Right, I think that managed to show you exactly the problem. If they get attacked, they will go off and attack other things, which means that you can end up in situations, because these animals are stupid, where they will go out into the water chasing something and get eaten by piranhas. Whistle stop all. So yeah, so it is a question of whether or not this is a good base location, because obviously we've seen some of those peninsulas that we've passed, which might work a little better. You know, there is a nice little flat area over. Oh, actually, let's see if I can show you. We've got a Pelagornis. Is it able to fly? No, not really. Let's go put down what's in my inventory, and then I can take it out and show you. We've got a few moments. That over there. No, wrong button. Just take the arrows back because we might need those. Pelargonus, Pelargonus. Come on. Whistle, stop. Whistle, land flyer. So, I mean, this was just thrown up in an emergency when we were attacked by the Sarco. And it's okay. But if you're thinking about kind of base building and the things that you need to be near, having kind of a flat plane to build on is kind of what you're looking at. And so there is this little around stamina. Wasn't paying attention. Come on, give us just a tiny bit. Tiny bit. There we are. So there is this bit up here, which kind of gives you all of that over there as a sort of garden area. Very easy to sort of block off because you've only got that entrance, and then that would be one of the only places through which things can come. So when you're thinking about base building, you also want to think about whether or not you want to let the animals roam, because they will roam, and some animals have passive abilities which allow them to pick up things as they go. So they're not going to be able to use that if they're stood still. So there is a question to be answered, but also one of the problems of being on the beach is that resources are, the more advanced resources become more difficult to get. So thinking about a base perhaps a little further inland might be a bit better. Obviously, we did try going to have a look for one, and that didn't go well for us. But one of the tried and tested ways is to go and get better flyers than the Pelargoni. And then you can travel the entire map with ease, and location ceases to be a problem. When you get to your Argentavises, which are basically massive eagles, or I don't know if they're on this map, but wyverns, which are, well, wyverns. You can end up covering the map in minutes, whereas at the moment it's a struggle. So there's all of that still to think about. But we will do that probably in our next stream. Let's find this. So thank you very much, everybody, for being with us. We are going to go off and raid probably Zombie Biscuits, actually, because we haven't raided them in a very long time, and they're a big supporter of the channel. So please do, even if you're thinking of leaving, please do just hang around for the raid, because it really does help Zombies channel. It really does help us grow. If you are able to, use your channel points to unlock your top hat, so that when we go in, we can use the top hat emoji, :black BLXEK 15 hat, I think. and we can actually let them know that they've come from the Xanthus Club. So thank you very much for being here. Please do remember, if you are a subscriber to the mega corporation that is Amazon, you can use your Prime subscription to subscribe to the channel for free, which really helps us grow. Of course, you can also just choose to use real money to subscribe to the channel, which also helps us grow. These kinds of things help me be able to do things like buy server time, buy new games, buy upgrades, and that kind of stuff to help the channel be more entertaining for you. So please do consider supporting your local streamer. Whatever you're doing this week, whether you are out and about, whether or not you're staying home, please do stay safe. And whatever you think of yourself, know that Mama Zen is proud of you, and Mama Zen thinks that you are awesome. And if you ever feel lonely, know that you are welcome here. This is a safe space of love for all of you. Look after yourselves this week. I will be back. I want to say Thursday, but so far I haven't managed a Thursday stream in weeks. The Xbox is really not playing ball, so I may have to rethink the whole thing. But I will definitely be back next Tuesday at 7:30. So please do look out for that. Please do hang around for the raid, which I will be setting off momentarily. And I hope that whatever else you're doing, remember to wear a mask. Can't remember how to raid. Remember to wear a mask, wash your hands, stay 5 foot away from one another. And I know that there are certain members of the UK that seem to think that the pandemic is over, but there are people who are still dying from this. And really, I'd rather to have all of you, my lovely, amazing community, to be back with me next week. So please do look after yourselves. And so that we can all come back together and actually have some fun. Look after yourselves, and whatever you are doing, know that I think that you are amazing. I've been Zen. You've been awesome. Good night. Good night.